Hello everyone, come back to Rebels TV. Liverpool 7 Manchester United 0. Doing this a day later because I just think I literally couldn't do it yesterday. I mean, I think Neil, you saw me after the fourth goal. I didn't speak a whole word for the rest of the game. I was like for more than half an hour, no words from me because for the first time as a United fan, like before, I just used to like scream and be angry, but I was just past that. Like I was just straight up traumatized by that performance and by that game yesterday. I wasn't even mad. I was genuinely traumatized, and yeah, we've had some time to process it. So first, Neil, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that game, of course.
I have no words. No words. Like some of these players, I don't like. I know I will like, but some of these players, I remember some of these players still they were still part of Ollie's reign and Ragnick's reign, and they're still awful, and they need to be sold. I'm sorry, like they may be really good players under Ten Hag, but I don't think so. Like we need good players. We need good players. I don't care. Like we need really good players. I know these players can develop. These type of players can develop, but there are some things like they can't be changed, especially like the one I will talk about it later. And it's actually ridiculous. First half, I thought we played really well, except that one goal and Bruno. And you know where the game ended? You know where we lost the game? You know where we lost the game?
Well, because we played Bruno on the wing, that's why we pretty much lost
No,
the game.
no. If Bruno scored that chance, that could have been
Yeah,
a different story.
yeah, but I watched it again. It's
But
kind of
I'm not blaming Bruno. I'm not blaming Bruno. But blame
it's
has to
about
go for blame
it,
has to
it,
go
it,
for Mitchell Vandegaard. Blame has to go to Ryan Mason. Like all these coaches. I know Ten Hag has done an absolute brilliant job, but sorry to say, like the defenders, our defenders, did they took some sleeping pills or come what
and we
yesterday?
have
Like
to we
what
have to
was that?
like we have to look at the players yesterday
And the
because
hair, not a single save he made. Not a single save. I'm
no, but the
sorry to
thing
say.
is,
He
the thing
can't
is,
do anything, but still,
yeah.
the defense, like
And the thing
Lisandro
is,
Martinez. Yeah.
it just yeah, it just like yesterday we saw those players. They gave up after 2-0 when Nunez scored. They gave up. They just dropped tools, and they've done this before. They did it against Man City countless times. They did it against friggin' Brentford, against against Liverpool in the past. They just and the thing is, I cannot understand. Okay, so at 3-0 down, you're not going to win the game. Just close up shop. Why are we attacking?
If
Why
you
are we
are,
still attacking
yeah,
after
exactly. Like just in make sure it
like,
stays 3
what
0.
what
Make
is one
sure.
goal? If we score one goal, what is that going to do? What is one goal going to do in this game? Just close up shop.
And
Bring Rash. Yeah.
and you know what? What's more disgraceful? This is like since 1931. This is our worst ever defeat again, and this is Liverpool's, and this is our worst ever defeat against Liverpool ever.
What's ever
Seven.
defeat in Premier League history?
Yeah, in family history for us. And I'm sorry to say, but Ten Hag, I have no idea. Like, uh, firstly, I will start with the low. Okay, I know the first goal. Only he was only fought for the first goal, but the rest of the I identified small parts of his game. Too much giveaways. Anthony is not tracking. My Anthony, he shouldn't have started yesterday. I'm sorry to say, I made a mistake by picking him in my predicted lineup, but he
No,
shouldn't
you
have
know what?
started yesterday.
Okay, it's okay starting him. I get that. It's good to
But
start
you,
him.
but
Half time,
Anthony,
half time, half time. She had to come off at half time.
Anthony, like there's some question. The low. Okay, Wan-Bissaka should have came on. I think so. With Wan-Bissaka and with Sancho on the pitch, we would have been much better side on in the second half. Luke Shaw, absolutely pathetic. He should like I fucking hate him right now. No, I just no. This is not like he didn't. He made more than five mistakes. And this last goal with Firmino. Why the hell is he kicking straight to Firmino? Then Martinez got subbed off. Why the hell isn't Bruno like? Why the hell isn't Bruno getting subbed off? Why the hell isn't Luke Shaw getting subbed? Luke Shaw, I'm done with this guy. I'm done because he was part of this man was part with the 5-0 loss at Old Trafford, 2-0
Okay.
at.
Yeah,
No,
but like, I mean,
yeah,
yeah, but to
what?
be fair, but most of these players were part of these
Luke Shaw
losses.
was the even they had the like Varane had to literally call back those players and say and
Yeah, that was a
he had to
disgrace.
say
That was a
he
disgrace.
had to say like please clap because they had to travel far from Lancashire to Merseyside to watch this pathetic performance. At least clap, applaud. Like
Yeah,
that
at least
shows.
yeah, that was just a disgrace. And also one other thing as well is that I think Ten Hag. I think so. I think what happened with Ten Hag was basically he made changes, but I just think he made angry changes. He got mad and he just made changes without thinking. Because that's the only explanation. Because McTominay. Okay, so this is it's even funny in a way. When Fred was when Fred got subbed off, it was 3-0. When McTominay was on the pitch, it was 7-0. We conceded 4 goals when McTominay came on the pitch. We conceded 2 goals
You
when
know
not
the
came
McTominay
on.
gave assist to Salah. McTominay gave assist to Salah for the fourth goal. He
And
gave assist
also
so many.
and also the first thing he does after coming on is getting a yellow card. First thing he
Yes,
does.
he's
And
like he's done, man. He's
he has
done
to be
as in
sold. He
United.
has to be
He
sold.
has to
Yeah.
go. No, he's not at all a good player. He's not at all. He's fucking terrible. He's awful. He's awful. He's shit. He may be
Life's a bit
Scotland. He may be
true.
Scotland's Roy Keane, but he's not. He and Maguire. I'm telling you, Maguire, Shaw, Dalot. Okay, Dalot and Shaw they can say, but I'm still angry at Shaw. Like Shaw, I would still go for a new left back. Replace him with Shaw and play Malacia as my backup, or else I would sign Tyrell Mitchell from Crystal Palace, make Malasia as my first choice, and sell Luke Shaw. That's what I would do.
No,
That's what I would do
I don't.
because I'm angry with Luke Shaw. That's not acceptable from Luke Shaw. Like yesterday, disgraceful performance Luke Shaw, and this is not the first time he's put up something like that.
But
5-0
if,
at Old Trafford, 2-0,
but
60 at City. Like this, absolutely bloody disgraceful. Like not sorry, 60. He didn't start it. It was Malasia, but
the
I think so.
most,
If
but the thing is,
I
I'm
think so,
not. I,
If Malasia started, I'm just telling you, if Malasia started, things would have been much better at the left side because
maybe, but I
Malasia
mean,
he's
we,
way more faster than him, and defensively, I would say he's better than Shaw. I would say that.
but for me, it doesn't matter who started because at the end of the day, Bruno was at left wing, and no matter who
Yeah,
started, they wouldn't get
Like Fred. I'm telling you, the best player on the pitch was surprisingly Fred.
Fred and De
Fred.
Gea because De Gea
Fred.
couldn't do anything, and Fred just like he was dead. He was just dead. And
Casemiro was shit. Casemiro was awful. Rashford.
yeah,
Okay, Rashford. He tried. He tried. He didn't give
hit
up.
the
But
post
Bruno
once
already
as
gave up.
well.
And
But just
Bruno, like if you, I'm just telling it one time to you, Bruno. If you're acting like Harry Maguire, just don't play for the club. Then I would request Ten Hag to strip this. If we have these type of captains in the club who can't accept defeats, who can't accept defeats. Okay, a defeat is a defeat, but losing like this, it's not at all acceptable.
yeah,
Like see, we still got bloody clowns in this club, like McTominay, Dalot, then Shaw, then Maguire. Maguire also got a birthday present from Harry Maguire, but that's not at all a good birthday present, I would say. I think so. He wouldn't be happy though because he's a captain. But you know what, like, and Anthony disgraceful from Anthony as well. Bruno, not his fault though, but I think
totally.
so. He
Yeah,
should have scored. He should have scored the first goal, but it's not acceptable. Aaron. It is not at
the
all
whole game
acceptable. I'm
really. And
still
also one thing that I want to point out, which is an absolute disgrace. Apparently, people are talking about Bruno Fernandes. Apparently, there's a clip where Bruno is pointing at the bench, and people think that he wants to be subbed off. Well, Manchester United, it's per Manchester United, the club. They've said that Bruno did not want to come off. He just told the bench, he just told Ten Hag to make the changes quickly so that they could kick off. And people are like, they don't even know. They're not completely sure of Bruno being asked to sub up and saying and that's dangerous. And people like even Gary Neville said that Bruno asked to be subbed off. He's played
Gary Neville is an
every
asshole. Gary Neville is an
he's
asshole. He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
he's played every minute for Manchester United. He's played more minutes than David De Gea, who's our goalkeeper, and you think he wants to be subbed off in a game like that?
Gary Neville is an asshole. Gary Neville is an asshole. Gary Neville is a fucking asshole. He's a fucking dickhead. I don't care. He's a Man United legend. He's a terrible guy. He's a terrible pundit. He's a terrible legend. Fuck you. I don't care. You go and support City or Liverpool. Don't be a then don't be a. I wish Gary Neville was never at Manchester United. Disgraceful
It's
of
just
disgraceful legend, man.
it's
Disgraceful
just a
legend.
whole. It's not even only Neville. It's the whole English media with their bias towards English players only.
Not
They
Roy
won't
Keane. Not Roy Keane. Roy Keane. Not Roy Keane.
Yeah, not Roy Keane, but most of them they
Even
never talk
unfortunately
about
Rio Ferdinand. Unfortunately Rio Ferdinand. Unfortunately.
they never talk about McTominay, never talk about Maguire, never talk about Luke Shaw, never talk about any English player.
Even I remember one quote said by Eric Bailly, like this is actually really sad, but this is actually really sad, but they only prefer English players, and this is actually the truth. Eric Bailly himself, and I wish we had Eric Bailly instead of Maguire. as backup because I rate Eric Bailly over Maguire. Eric Bailly is
Yeah,
way more better as a player than Maguire.
that's
Way more
that's true.
better, but like he's way more better than Lindelof. He may not be
Yeah,
as good as he may not be as good as Varane. Okay, Martinez. It's too early because we saw what Bailly can do. We saw what Bailly can do. But I
yeah,
highly rate. But if Martinez, if like this would have been an ideal centre back pairing. Varane, if Martinez was not here, Varane or Varane and Bai, because Bai is fast, is strong, but like I have no idea what the hell, man. Seriously, disgraceful. Hi,
yeah.
AD. But
And yeah, I mean, one of the other things as well is that, I mean, we have to also. I'm really furious at the board because look at, okay, so Nunez, we wanted him in the summer. Ten Hag wanted him. Some fans wanted him,
not
and
Ten Hag.
Liverpool.
Ten Hag wanted Gakpo. I'm pretty much sure.
No. But he wanted Nunez at the beginning, but Liverpool got him. But you know what? I kind of get that. Liverpool, they spent their whole budget on Nunez. We were never gonna pay 80 million, so I kind of get that. But the main thing that gets me is Cody Gakpo, because in the summer, if we just what happened was the reason we paid 90 million for Anthony and 50 million for Lissandro Martinez is because we went for those players and Ajax sold most of their team. They sold like 5 players and they were like, if you want them, we're gonna have to overpay. If we just went for Lissandro and Anthony earlier in the window, we would have had enough money to buy Gakpo in January. But we overspent on players and we were left with no money in January. And I'm sorry, but at Wood Weghorst, I like him, but at the end of the day, we have to accept he's a Burnley striker. He's a Burnley striker, and he won't ever be anything more than that. We have to accept that. And you know, I think
I,
we've been kind of naive with Wood Weghorst, thinking that he's put a good shift in, but we have to remember he's a Burnley striker.
but he was a Wolves goal striker as well. So, but still, I
Yeah,
don't
but
think so.
not
I don't think so. We should sign him though. Like yesterday, I said we should sign him, but I don't think so we should sign him.
don't think so. Yeah, and okay, just sorry for being off topic, but I just saw this name Alta for the rest of the season. Just saw that.
Is that that's a normal news?
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean,
Eric Ten Hag, he called all his players 9 a.m. at training Carrington, and
yeah,
he
2 hours
was there
earlier. Yeah.
2 hours earlier, 7 a.m.
Yeah. And the thing is, so again, after we lost to Brentford, Ten Hag made them run like 13 kilometers, but we can't do that because
You
they're
can't
tired.
you can't do that same thing again, man. Like
Yeah,
running
because
away.
like,
I
because
would
yeah,
say bench Bruno. Listen. Bench Bruno.
hmm,
Bench Dalot, bench Shaw, bench Varane, bench Martinez, because these players are okay. Maybe not Varane, Martinez, maybe not both of them together, but one of them. I would say one of them.
yeah,
Bench,
and
bench, bench Fred,
I
because
mean,
Fred
yeah.
is also
What I would say, try to you have to be ruthless. And Ten Hag's done this before. He's made big changes. Okay, so sure he needs a little break, like not kick off the team, but he just needs a little break. Give starting position to Malasia, and then with right back, put him on Basaka. Alone needs a break as well. Um, puts Starts a bit ahead of Fred. I would say keep Bruno on because he's our captain, and at the end of the day, I just think I think he was one of the players. His performance yesterday was unacceptable, but at
like,
the end
yeah.
of it,
I wouldn't blame Bruno for the performance. I would actually blame. I would actually blame. I would actually blame Ten Hag for
Ten
the
Hag also he got a lot of things wrong as well
I know,
yesterday.
like I get it. Listen, I get it. I bloody get it. Like he wants to, like he's playing out of, like the out of position is playing. It has worked for him, but it will not work out for him every time. Every time it won't work out for him. I'm just saying it because there's some things like there are some things like you need to like there's some things you need to understand. And I think so. Ten Hag has got his lessons. The Ten Hag has got his lessons written that Bruno, he can't play as a winger every time. You need to bring in Sancho. You need to bring in and Ganacho. Like I'm sorry to say, Ganacho was also awful yesterday. Like people are rest Casemiro. He was shocking yesterday.
But yes, but the thing is, who could come in? Who could come
Yeah,
in?
yeah, exactly. Like, Eddie, tell me any single player, any single. If you say McTominay, I'm going to block you right now for 5 minutes.
Common. I would just say no, and also, but okay, okay. And also, I think, but I don't think we need to look at the positives, because no matter how many goals we concede, at the end of the day, we only drop 3 points. It's only 3 points, and I think we'll bounce back quickly because against we lost 4-0 to Brentford, but then we went on to beat Liverpool 2-1 at Old Trafford. So this team is pretty good at bouncing back. And I think against Betis, I think we'll do really well against Betis. And I think we're going to go to Wembley as well, probably. If we beat Fulham in the FA Cup, we'll be going to Wembley again, and we might go to the Europa League final as well. We're probably going to get top four. This will still be a great season for Manchester United, and no matter how much Liverpool fans banter us, at the end of the day, we will finish above them. We will
You'll
finish
actually get
above.
a trophy. They're not even. You are not even in the trophy. If you have the guts to say anything, then bloody it's how about you respond. Uh,
I think he means to say it's about how you respond.
okay, I don't get it, but it's okay.
Uh,
But
and
I just want to say one thing. Like if you fans saying a lot, then beat Real Madrid and Bernabeu them. Beat them. Beat them Bernabeu. Then you can talk.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think I put two house. Okay, it's how about how you respond. Okay, yeah. So I think he meant to say it's like just the way you respond. I meant to say it's about how you respond. Yeah, that's what he meant to say about how it's about how you respond to that. Yeah. So yeah, and also, I don't think Liverpool are gonna get top four still because I don't think they will because and people have been saying they will.
I
I
still
don't
think
think they will.
Newcastle will get. I still think Newcastle can get.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at Liverpool's fixture list in April, they're facing Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City all in April.
Jurgen Klopp still is on the job though. He won't get sacked. If the owners sack him, it will be a disgrace. It will disgrace.
Yeah, and of course, and then yeah, I mean,
I wish
so
yesterday Cody Gakpo was with us. I wish instead of Bruno, I wanted to see Gakpo on the left.
yeah, I mean, like Ten Hag made a plan. He made a plan to get Gakpo in January, but instead he had to settle with
The
Weghorst.
people who said flap Cody Floppo, you're on the mud. Look at what he's done yesterday. Him, Nunez, Egyptian boogeyman, and Brazilian retirement guy. Not retirement, but he's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season.
And he scored against them.
Score against us, like
We will see the top four battles in APL is very tough to decide. That's true, but I mean, yeah, let's see what happens. But
we just need to make sure that we get top four. That's what I'm saying.
we will get top four. We will get top four. We're in a very strong position to get top four. We will get top four, and yeah, and so let's move on to the. We cannot rule out Spurs as well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they could bounce back. Who knows? They have good players.
Especially with Richarlison, the best striker in the world right now. Only scored
Yeah.
2 goals.
Yes, okay, let's do the reply rating. This will be brutal. So the hair, give him a 4. Wasn't really it. Just
Yeah,
can give him
Delo two or
yeah,
three, two or three, two or three.
2.
Moran,
Milan,
two.
3.
Sandro, two. No, Shaw, one for sure. What was the worst?
Casemiro,
Oh,
4.
yeah, generous.
Fred,
Fred, five. I will five. I will Fred five. Five. I will five.
man of the match.
Man of the match. Weghorst,
Weghorst,
two.
2. Anthony,
One,
1.
one. Bruno,
Bruno,
one.
Rashford,
One.
3.
Two, three, actually three. One,
Dominic,
one.
Garnacho.
One.
What can he do?
Only
What can
one.
he do?
Only one, actually. Malasia three. Yeah, three. Malasia. Which is three. I go five, yeah. Five. Langa has five. Or
What can he
five.
do? Then
And
10.
I two. Two.
Sorry, uh,
I go two.
tough. The hair man of the match. Whatever.
That doesn't
He
even
didn't,
make any sense.
but like, yeah, but like he didn't do anything. But he was the only player on the pitch who didn't do anything wrong.
Exactly. Him and
Yeah,
Fred, I would say.
yeah, him and Fred, and yeah, man, that's really brutal. But we move on. and yeah, I mean, Ten Hag said that yesterday that performance in the second half was very unprofessional. It
It's not
wasn't.
Manchester United, he said.
Yeah, it's not Manchester United. And I mean, to be fair, let's look at the kind of positives. First half, I would actually say we were the better team. I think we had a better chances in the first half.
I'm pretty much sure this the same happened with Ragnick as well when we were with Ragnick.
When?
Like
Oh
City
yeah.
4-1, 4 or 5-1 at that yard.
Oh
Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
Sancho equalizer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 1-1 at halftime and 4-1 at full time. Yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I do believe that Ten Hag will learn from this. And I think one huge mistake Ten Hag made. Sorry. Yeah, this shows me. This shows to me. This shows me to how. This shows. I think. This shows me that United are still not ready to compete for the title. We
When
weren't.
did I,
We weren't.
when actually one second, when did we say like we are on the title? I never said we are on the title.
Yeah, I mean, I did say if we won this game, we won title race, but that's if we won this game, and we did not. So clearly, we are not in a title
I
race.
never said we are. I see. I'm saying from the start. I would give 100% for the Europa League or the FA Cup. Premier League, we are still not ready.
Yeah, not ready. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and of course, our next game is against Betis, which will be at Old Trafford. Yeah, let's see what happens to that. I heard some United fans say that. I mean, yeah, yeah, that's some of our fans who say, and
And
also,
Nabil Fekir, the best player Nabil Fekir is out for the rest of the season.
yeah, so we should be able to win that game. And also, I think some United fans are an absolute disgrace. If actually some United fans are generally saying Ten Hag out. Some people are actually saying that
Yeah,
generally.
exactly. Like look at like I have no words. Like I don't say. I will not say anything to those fans. I feel sorry for those fans also, and feel sorry for myself as well because these fans are representing Manchester United, and we have to deal with these type of bullshit. Like like in the span of 6 months, look what this man has done, man. Look what this man has done. He has won a trophy us already in the span of 6 months.
Yeah, and yeah, it's gonna be really tough to see. But you know what? But still, I still believe in Ten Hag. I think he's doing something incredible. The truth is, how many football fans are reacting? Yeah, that's true. And I think Ten Hag, is we have to trust the process. Ten Hag's been doing a fantastic
I
job.
I still think we need better fullbacks. I would still say we need better fullbacks.
I mean, let's say in the summer. I mean, that's what Ten Hag to decide. And yeah, so I think so next time against Betis at Old Trafford, I think it's good. It's a good thing it's at Old Trafford as well. We can bounce back, and we better win like 3 or 4 nil. We as United fans, we need a 3-4 nil win against Betis to recover, to kind of recover from that defeat against Liverpool.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, and yeah, so looking at the rest of our fixtures before the transfer break. So of course we got Betis. Then I believe in the weekend we've got Southampton. Should be able to win that game. They're in a relegation fight, so they're gonna get relegated. I think Southampton. Yeah. I heard United fans want Frimpong. Yeah, we have Finland for Frimpong.
Yeah, for Dalo, I would say yeah for Dalo. Because
Uh,
or I would say like I don't want to sell Wan-Bissaka because I think so Wan-Bissaka would have been better than Dalo if Sancho and if him and Sancho started.
I mean, to be honest, I think I know, but even if Amasaka started, I still think it wouldn't have changed much because Anthony was it's not running back. So
If Sancho played, I
if
would say.
Sancho, then yeah, that would have been better. Yeah, and so then we've got Betis away, so and then our last game before the international break, I think is it's Fulham in the FA Cup. If we win that, we're going for Wembley. So
Semi-final again.
and it's at Old Trafford
Oh
against
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, should be pretty nice. To be honest, I don't think we'll see a smash like this. It's been happening a lot recently in recent years. Like United have been actually smashed, but I don't think we'll get smashed for another very long time. And to end up this video on a positive note, I've just gone to Twitter. Trust the process is trending on Twitter. So that's nice to see. And yeah, so I guess let's end it off there. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash like button, subscribe for new, turn on post notifications to be notified when I make our next video. And yeah, let's always stay united.
good,